I'm Bashawu years old, and I live alone now in a house that still smells like her soap if I don't open the windows. I lost the love of my life after. Lookster's years of pride, and there's no one left to tell it to except you. I don't know how much time I have. The doctor doesn't say numbers anymore. He just looks at me a little longer than he used to. That's fine. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of carrying this story with me and never saying it out loud. Manda, I'm telling it because it's heavy and because it's finished. But when you get to my age, the days don't stretch out, they stack up. Morning, afternoon, night, and another morning. You stop planning very far ahead because the body doesn't keep promises anymore. I still make my coffee the same way. I still sit in the same chair. But everything feels like it's already happened. She's been gone 3 years now. Bolanda, I still reach for my phone sometimes, even though I know there's no one on the other end. Old habits don't care about facts. People assume you get used to being alone. You don't. You just stop being surprised by it. Yeah. I met her when I was Arthur's son. I had just come back from a job out of state and thought I knew something about the world. She was Arthur E. and working the front desk at a dentist's office. She had a quiet voice and a way of looking at people that made them slow down. I didn't understand then how rare that is. We weren't dramatic people. No whirlwind. We went for walks. We ate simple dinners. We talked about ordinary things. That was enough. I married her because it made sense. I loved her, yes, but I also believed love was something steady, something you could put on a shelf and trust would stay there. I didn't know it needed attention the way a living thing does. In my 30s, I worked all the time. Everyone did, or at least that's what we told ourselves. I was proud of being reliable, proud of being needed, proud of never missing a day unless I was sick. She would ask me to come home earlier sometimes, not often. Just sometimes I would say, this week is bad or next month will be easier. I meant it. I always meant it. We had kids, 2 good kids. They grew up faster than I noticed. I was there, technically, at the table, in the house. But my mind was always a little ahead, already at tomorrow. She carried more than she should have. Appointments, school notes, small disappointments. I told myself she was better at those things. I told myself I was doing my part in other ways. And that's how pride works. It makes its own explanations, we argued, but quietly. No shouting, no slam doors, just long pauses and things not said. She would wait for me to notice. I would wait for things to calm down on their own. I thought patience was a virtue. I didn't see that I was really avoiding discomfort. There were moments. I see them clearly now. Her sitting at the kitchen table after dinner, hands folded, looking like she wanted to say something. Me standing at the sink, thinking about a problem at work. Her saying, never mind, and me feeling relieved. Bandit, that word still makes me sick. Years went by like that, not bad years, comfortable ones. Vacations every now and then, family holidays, photos where we're both smiling. People would say, we were solid. A good couple. 60 years is a long time, they'd say. You must be doing something right. I believe them. Humble. She started getting quieter in her 70s. I thought it was age. She stopped asking me for things. I thought that meant she was content. What it meant was she was tired. The turning point didn't come with fireworks. It came with a doctor's appointment. One I didn't go to because I had a meeting I couldn't move. She called me afterward. Her voice was calm, too calm. They found something, she said. I told her we'd talk about it when I got home. But when I did get home, she was already in bed. I sat on the edge and held her hand. Her hand. I said we'd handle it. I said doctors know what they're doing now. I said a lot of things that sounded useful. What I didn't say was, I'm here. Not really. The illness moved faster than I expected, faster than I was ready for. Suddenly, the future wasn't something we could postpone talking about. I tried then. I really did. I took time off. I cooked. I sat with her. But there was a distance I couldn't cross, and I didn't understand why. On one night, maybe 6 months before she died, she said something I think about every day and banned. She said, "I waited for you for a long time." I asked her what she meant. I wanted her to explain it in a way I could fix. She shook her head. "It's not a complaint," she said. "It's just true. That was the moment, not the diagnosis, not the funeral." That sentence, I realized then that love can leave quietly, not all at once, piece by piece, and you can still be standing next to the person when it's gone. She died on a Tuesday morning. The room was bright, birds outside the window. Ordinary. I held her hand, and for the first time in decades, I didn't think about anything else. No plans, no next steps, just her breath, slowing afterward. People were kind, they brought food, they told stories. They said she was proud of me. I nodded. I didn't correct them. Grief is strange, but regret is worse. Grief has a shape, regret just spreads. I found old notes she'd written, lists, reminders, a few letters she never gave me. Nothing angry, just small truths, things she noticed, things she missed. I understood then that pride isn't loud. It doesn't shout. It just convinces you that you'll get around to things later. Mandel later doesn't exist the way you think it does. What can't be fixed is not the fights we never had. It's the conversations we delayed until there was no one left to have them with. It's the attention I saved for a future that never arrived. I can't go back and sit at that table. I can't hear her voice asking again. I can't tell her I see it now. All I can do is sit in this quiet house and live with the understanding. Mond. If you're listening to this, I don't know your life. I don't know what you're juggling or what you think can wait. I only know what I wish I had known. Love doesn't need grand gestures. It needs presence. It needs you when it asks, not when it's convenient. Men pride will tell you you're doing enough. It will tell you you're right. It will tell you there's time. Sometimes there isn't. I don't say this to scare you. I say it because I believe the same things you might believe now, and they felt reasonable. They felt safe. They were not. I have a few years left, maybe. I spend them remembering and trying to forgive myself without lying about what I lost. And if this meant something to you, sit with it for a while. That's all. I'm 85 years old. The love of my life waited for me, and I didn't arrive in time.